Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Adon the Poet. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of making education fun and of course fashionable. As I have promised you that I will have my guest with me for 2 full weeks, and today we are doing just another part of the goodwill of what we are called for. So welcome again.
Thank you, Mr. Don.
You're welcome. Thanks a lot.
Pleasure, sir.
Yeah, so today we will be talking about his 2 publications, his books titled Defeating Generational Poverty and Breaking the Cycle. You wrote this book, Mr. Moss Maile, you published this book about a year ago.
Yeah, last year November.
Last year November, exactly.
Yeah, yes.
What was your what actually inspired you to write this book and have it out there for the viewers and your readership?
Oh well, what has inspired me was the observation I made, the observation of the negligence and the ignorance of giftings and talents in our daily lives as human beings and as people. I've realized that we have sort of forgotten the principal reason of a gift and talents, and then why God has given us those things to advance us.
Okay.
So in this book, the central theme is the exercise of your gift for the acceleration of your life, and for the building as well of material life. Because I've realized that many a time we've only focused on education as the main source, but many have neglected their gifts, have neglected their wealth, many have neglected their gifts, have neglected as well their lives. God has given gifts so that they can advance our lives. God has placed them in us that we may advance our own lives. So the book is actually a redirection of some sort to our gifts and our talents, to deal with the ignorance and to lead us to the importance of gifts and talents as a tool to human advancement and development.
Okay.
Yes.
You are talking about the human giftings. You are trying to propel the readers into moving into their right lane and excel in whatever that they are doing. To me, that sounds like you are, trying to invoke a call to purpose. Exactly.
True.
So, please highlight to us and the viewers at home what exactly, what purpose did you have in mind? Besides, the calling to evoke people in terms of realizing their full potential and trying to make them aware of what they can achieve, possibly if they put themselves out there. But what exactly was your purpose with the whole thing and the mission that you had to accomplish with this publication?
The mission with this book was to liberate. The mission was to liberate from poverty.
Okay.
The mission was to liberate from lack. But I have to emphasize that this is not a book of creating wealth. It's a book of conscientizing. Many people have thought that this book is a book of creating wealth because they see the word poverty. No. It's a tool and a conscientizing of saying that look at what you have in you to get what you want. Sometimes you have to use what you have to get what you want.
Okay.
So you might find yourself in abject poverty, but your skill can pay you. Your passion can pay you. Your passion can turn into a paycheck. So you must be able to look into yourself, deep into yourself, that okay, I am poor, I'm living in a rural place with no resources. This book, I've written it for people who are hopeless. People who are hopeless, people who think they will never amount to anything, people who are not just born to poverty, but generational poverty, not just any poverty, but generational, the kind of poverty that is passed from one generation to another, the kind of poverty we are born into and continue with our offspring. So it is dealing with those things, dealing with the issue of identity, dealing with the issue of harvesting the economy that is within us. It's very much important to realize that I never wrote wrote the book to make people wealthy, but to conscientize them of making progress and developing themselves, to position themselves to position themselves in a position that will in turn develop them and make their lives better, particularly young people in the rural areas. This is where my target is. People who are hopeless, people who think that I can never make it in my life. This is the book for you. This is the book for you to unleash the economy that is within you.
Wow,
it's a redirection book.
Exactly.
It's a redirection book. It's a conscious book, not necessarily a superficial book. It's a redirection book. It's a book that says, do that. If you can do that, this will come. If you can do that, this will come. It's not a Bill Gates type of book.
I've read quite a lot of Robert Kiyosaki's book myself. I'm more into the finance, kind of material. And when I exactly the same sentiments, like as you say, everyone else, when they buy this book, they are expecting that it's how to get rich quick, the billionaire next door, rich dad, poor dad, and all that.
It's a purpose book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with what I came across while I was reading the book was verses, Bible verses, right? So what the gentleman here is saying that he is trying to awaken you to your full potential.
Yeah.
In other words, he's trying to redirect you into your purpose-driven life. Not necessarily trying to make finances, but trying to live a life that is fulfilling and that is the way to life. So
the key thing here, Mr. Dog, not everyone who is poor, not everyone who is poor means that they cannot defeat that position.
Yeah.
And then not everyone who is not wealthy is poor. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, I'm not. What I'm saying is that you don't have to be wealthy for us to say that you are not poor. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a matter of position. It's a matter of the tools, the principles I've given there to unleash your giftings and use them to accumulate rather a better life for yourself. Not necessarily wealth, but to come out of a position. To come out of a position. I'm speaking about, I am interrogating position here. Because of the step of progression is just one step.
Yeah.
So it's not a book that takes you from zero to superhero, but it's a book that takes you from one point to another. A conscious book that you are struggling with the basics. If you can just do this, you can set yourself up for something greater.
Guys, you have it there. This is a man I introduced to you last week as a man who was born from a poor background, who was raised by a single parent, who was rejected in universities countless times. And you heard for yourselves that he has been rejected, in painful and shameful ways. But today we are sitting with him and talking about his own publication, and he tells us how to move away from poverty. So guys, you must take it from him. It's not like he is telling you things that he has not done. He is a university student. He is a published author. He's a well-established individual. I'm sure if you are curious about why has he appeared on TV, why has he went to radio, the good part about that is that he did not invite himself. He was invited because of this material and the credibility that he has built for himself over the past few months since after the publication. So this is a testament and a testimony to prove to you guys out there that indeed you can achieve your dreams and you can achieve your goals when you have the right mindset, the right material at your disposal, the right relations, and you are determined to make it work no matter how. Mr. Moss Maile, I'm going to give you just a few, maybe a second or two to engage with our viewers before I call it a day.
Okay. Let me speak to someone who thinks that they cannot progress. It's important that if you want to progress, you have to believe in what you're carrying. You have to believe in what you're carrying. Waiting for someone to validate your dreams and your vision is a problem.
Yes.
Never wait for someone to validate your dreams. Validate them yourself. Validate them. Make people believe in what you're carrying. One thing I've learned after the publication of my book is that not everyone believes in you. Not everyone believes in you. So what? So now are you going to wait for people to believe in you? You can't do that. So take the step of self-validation. Take the step of self-belief, not self-pride, self-belief, of saying, you know what, God has given me these gifts, I'm going to use them. So that's what I'm saying to you. Don't wait for someone to validate you. Go out there and make your things happen in the progress of time. Let me tell you something. Patience is a virtue. As we are sitting here, it's still a journey. But I believe, and time shall testify. Go out there and don't wait for someone to believe in you. Believe first in you and believe also in God. But greatly so, believe in God. Your visions are not futile. What you see, you can become. God in you is the hope of glory. Keep believing. Don't wait for someone to validate your dreams.
Thank you so much. Guys, you know, someone said that the manufacturer of a chair did not manufacture the chair and discover the purpose of the chair after it was produced.
True.
Thought about a chair and had its purpose in mind before it was produced. So in other words, God has a purpose with you and you came about to fulfill that purpose. Doubt not yourself. You have the potential and the necessary skills and the capability to make that a reality. Thank you so much. Let's meet next week as we bid farewell to our guest speaker, who is Moss Maile. I will leave his details to his website, his books, and how you can access the book as well. Thank you so much. As always, please press the subscribe button anywhere, anyhow. Let's meet next week. I love you all and God bless you. May He keep you safe under His grace. Hola!